Okay, next step is to create that drawing. So we'll hit plus, 3D, part design, not part design, drawing. Just seeing if anybody's actually paying attention. 3D, whoops. Actually, I could just hit drafting while I'm up here and it'll start a new sheet for me by default since I was in part design. Alright, this demo is going to be just for creating the main view. Well, let's go ahead and just insert the layout. So view layout, put this on there, and typically I like to just jump right to the ASME, ANSI, and yes, I know. So you gotta say okay that you're switching because everything's going to change from uh, third angle projection or from first angle projection to third angle projection. We'll do a D-size drawing, and I'm going to use sample 2, and I'm going to apply that. Oh, create and apply, and I'm also going to go ahead and do my revision block. Sometimes this drives me crazy. Add a revision and hit apply. The initials are your initials. Mine are DKP in caps. This is a brand new drawing, so I call it initial drawing. And I'll select OK. Now that I have my drawing border set up, I can insert my orthographic views. I'm going to go and show you a trick here if you haven't already seen this. Hit this arrow here. There is something down here called wizard. If I select the wizard, the very first configuration shows the most common views, top, front, and the right view. I just hit next to that, and then the next thing we do is add this isometric view. And don't click or anything, just put your cursor where you want the view, and then you click. Hit finish, select on the drawing, pick this front view, click this view. I like to kind of put my cursor on all the views and see if they look like what I'm expecting. Oh no, that's wrong. What's wrong with this is I didn't finish by hitting view. Oh, sometimes I have the darndest time finding this when I hit that normal to view. We want to be in the isometric view. See how it clocked it into a different orientation? So when I go back to the drawing here, get kicked out, and I have to start all over. Okay, so before you do that, make sure that you're already in the ISO view. I personally like to just hit ISO view, fit all in, and then I know it's good, and then you make your drawing. So we go to the layout, and oh, sorry, we already got this done. We hit the arrow, and we go to wizard. Select again the first configuration, and then hit the next button, and then hit the isometric view, and then just place it where you want. Don't click until you got your cursor where you want. Finish, and then find your part. Pick the front face, click a position, and there are your views. Okay? Now, maybe they would have fit in a B-size or C-size drawing. It's not a big deal to switch it. You could always just go here and change the style back to a C size, resize it, and hit apply. I'll move this over. And it looks like I had enough room in the C size after all. I'll select OK. Come over here, go to view, turn my frames on. Makes it easier for me to grab a view and move it to another location. This is the primary view because it controls all the views. If it moves, all views move. This is a principal view because when I grab this to move it, only this one view moves. It is related to this view here. So this view can't exist without this view, making this the primary view, and this is a principal view of the primary view. Same with this one. This one is a principal view of the primary view. So this one controls all, making it the primary view. All right, that is how you lay out your views. Now it is time to do the dimensioning. Before I do the dimensioning, your book shows you that this needs a crosshair because there's a hole here. Okay, so we're going to right click on this and go to properties. Under properties, you have a generation tab, and what we need to generate is no fillets. All fillets should be off 99% of the time. I do want to see hidden lines on all the views almost always, and I want to see that center axis. So when I hit apply, no hidden lines are in this view. It's fine. When I hit center line and hit apply, it creates a center line for the holes. Okay, and that's what I'll use to dimension to. If I hit axis, that is for the side view where you would see the side of the hole. This pattern is if I did a section cut, so it doesn't hurt to just leave that on. So if I do a section cut, they're already on. Simply select OK, and now we are ready to do our dimensioning on this part. All right, so I'm going to do a series of videos on how to dimension.